I'm Stan Savellis, and I am the brains behind That Retro Piece. We're an Etsy business based in Sydney, Australia, and we sell vintage homewares. I've always been a collector. My partner and I had been out hunting for vintage goods and had picked up a number of vintage Pyrex pieces. I felt a connection to it in a weird kind of way. That small collection has expanded into a pretty large collection. The demand for vintage Pyrex is actually quite big. We source goods from a number of different places, whether they are local garage sales, local markets, flea markets. My own personal style is eclectic, it's colourful. Etsy for me was perfect for that because I knew I wanted to sell vintage. I'd already been an Etsy customer buying things, so I knew exactly how it operated. There wasn't even an option for me to look at something else. Having my Etsy business has certainly allowed me to connect to customers around the globe. People know that if they want to source a particular pattern or an item, hey, go to Stan at That Retro Piece. If he doesn't have it, he'll find it for you. In 2015, Pyrex celebrated its centenary, so it was 100 years old. Long story short, I was flown over to the Museum of Glass in New York State and spoke at their annual seminar. There was lots of talk about, have you thought about putting all this knowledge that you have into a book? And so I spent the next 18 months putting together Dots and Diamonds, which is the name of my international Pyrex Bible that was published and launched last year. That retro piece was born out of using Etsy as a great platform and avenue to be able to sell and share my wares with people not just in Australia, but around the world.